You can all see this can, right? This can of soda, I'm sure many of you guys assume, is recyclable. But this can, if I put it in the recycling right now, could ruin a whole batch of recycling. Single-handed. Because the soda inside will leak all over the paper and ruin it. And similar to that, one person can ruin it for the plenty that try hard. Nobody wants the environment to deteriorate. Some exploit it for profit, others try hard to improve it, and some don't care. But no one's sole goal is to ruin the environment. My name is Avik Belenje. I helped found the Green Committee, and I'm currently working as the vice chairman. I wasn't always invested in protecting the environment, but I spent the majority of my youth outdoors. I would hike trails or climb trees and do anything that kept me under the sun. Seeing a photo of a stranded polar bear in 4th grade made me realize the environment I was freely enjoying needed to be protected. I began cleaning up on the hikes I took and cleaning up the trees I climbed, but the issues never seemed to end. No matter how much work I did, the same problems would appear weeks later. I realized that not just work had to be done, the community mindset had to reform. I aspired to be part of a bigger change, one that made a long-lasting impact. So you can imagine my dismay when the Green team fizzled out over the pandemic, as I hoped to join it in high school. After messaging our current ASB vice president about what I can do, he let me know that ASB would support me and other people in reforming the reforming the club as a committee. CC Shu, a current alumni, freshman in college, helped out greatly. She laid the groundwork in research for resource usage and established a connection with the maintenance team. And with her help, we restarted. The vision of one student alone resulted in the several changes you can see on campus. Sign-ups for the Green Committee during the summer were outstanding, and we formed a team of more than 20 students and interested parents. After the team was established, we immediately began work on multiple initiatives, such as fundraising for new waste bins and educating the school on green practices they can implement. Surprisingly, we got off to a hot start. Backing from Mr. Torrens and much of the faculty, along with frustration by many of the staff with the lack of environmental policy, made our integration all the smoother. After we ran an advisory lesson on awareness, our group reached a new high with several people reaching out to me to join. We tried to use the newfound attention to educate people more efficiently, but our first visible problem presented itself. While in line for food, I saw someone throw their lunch, the scraps of their lunch, in the recycling bin. And when I asked them why they did that, they simply said, "Why should I care?" They didn't know who I was. They didn't know I was the vice chairperson of the Green Committee, but that was the worst part. He didn't do it despite me. He did it because he saw the closest bin and took the convenient route. I realized that many students didn't care. After assuming that the issue was education, seeing those who were told about climate change in several of their classes made me realize people don't register their impact. So many think of green practices as wastes of time that won't matter because they're a speck on the map. But the average American produces 2,000 pounds of waste a year, only 700 of which are recycled. 1,300 pounds of trash can be cut down. And no matter how many of those people maintain that 1,300, your reduction makes an impact. We see it all the time. Posters saying one person can make a difference, but the cutting reality that there are billions of people in the world makes one think they won't affect anything. But one less person harming the environment is huge. 1,300 pounds of trash over 77 years, the average expectancy for a human's life, is 42,900 pounds. But none of that is guaranteed. No one is forced to litter. No one is forced to produce trash, but we do. Your decision to reduce your negative impact, or even leave a positive one, reduces that trash. And however you slice it, that's a lot. That change doesn't just affect you, however. It affects those around you. Despite occasional mocking when I went out of my way to throw bones in the compost or pour out liquids before recycling my cups, I noticed many around me doing the same. That shift presented itself in different ways, with some just thinking before throwing something away and others encouraging friends to do the same. Change breeds change. The split second it takes to make green decisions makes those around you consider them too. And all of a sudden, there are now 2, 3, even more people who can spread those ideas. Those same people can demand legislative change from the government, something you can't do alone, because you got out of your comfort zone to help the environment. Moving forward, I encourage you to do more than just listen to this. I want you to form habits from these ideas. Force yourself to think about what impact you are creating at all times. As a member of the Green Committee, I'm proud of what we've accomplished so far. We have made our presence known throughout the school and changed plenty of aspects, such as the bins that now have compost on campus. But the changes don't mean anything unless people work to make sure they stick. It takes action, it takes education, but the biggest effect of green action is discussion. We can change environmental apathy to environmental empathy. Our members alone can't police you to guarantee you throw away waste. And you can't guarantee someone does it either, but you can guarantee you do it. And with that, the world will get a little bit greener. Thank you.